I think you're a queen.
Yeah, I think you're awesome.
1, overall value 0.347.
Is that like a genuine answer, or?
I mean, how to rate someone's overall value on a numerical scale is just
Well,
bizarre.
you said 1 for looks?
Yeah.
You think you're a 1?
Yeah.
Is that like a troll answer, or is that like?
Well, I don't look at people. I don't look at myself or look at people like, are they an 8 or a 9? Like, I'm not 12. Like, that's like a whimsical and arbitrary thing. It's like bizarre. It's silly, in my opinion.
I
could say that person's overall attractive. I find myself conventionally attractive, yes, but I'm not like.
Oh, so then you're not a 1 then.
No, I'm a 1.
I'm beyond the scale.
Tell me if there's some deep analysis I'm supposed to be doing here, Frank. It's just, I think it's a juvenile question, so yes, I gave a juvenile
It's
answer.
like back in middle school.
Why is it?
rating.
Why is it a juvenile question?
Because rating people, like I said, I don't look at people like, are you an 8 or 9, especially on overall value.
Would you date a guy who's shorter than you?
I'm 5 feet, so no.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Yeah, if there's like no guys that are shorter than
Let's say there was though. Would you date a guy who's shorter than you?
No, but I would date a guy who's like 5'7".
Well, so
Like, it's not that deep,
but
though.
I mean, probably even like 5'5",
Yeah,
since you're 5
maybe.
foot.
okay.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't date a guy who's shorter than you. There are men who are 4'11".
No, I wouldn't date a guy who's shorter than me.
Why is that?
Because I think that's too short. For
At
even,
the
I don't
point
even
he's
like
a
being this
legal
short.
midget.
But isn't height quite literally a numerical measurement?
But if someone's 6'2" and someone's 5'11", I'm not like, ooh, but he has a man bun, so is a man bun worth 0.2% more than, like, I don't look at people like that.
But you wouldn't date a guy who's shorter than you.
I wouldn't, but wait, I don't get how this is related.
Well, you said,
so
you
because
said
I
you
wouldn't
think
date a guy
it's
that's shorter than me?
juvenile to rate someone's face, but it's not juvenile to rate someone's physical height.
No,
which
I think
is
it's
a
also
numerical
juvenile.
measurement.
I think it's not numerical. It's not numerical
Height-
to say I wouldn't date someone shorter, but I would date someone taller. How is that numerical?
Well, it's quite literally a height
Height
is a
is
numerical
numerical.
measurement.
Well, it's
But-
physical.
yeah, well, height is numerical, but me rating them, I'm just saying
But
here's
you
the threshold.
are rating their height.
It's a threshold. I'm saying if you're below me, no. If you're above me, yes. I'm not like, but if you're extra above me, then that's 2 points higher. If you're extra below
They're
me,
both related to physical attractiveness, are they not?
no. I don't rate guys' heights on a scale of 1 to 10. I just say, is it okay or is it not okay?
Yeah,
That's
but,
not
but they're both within the physical realm, and height is a numerical measurement.
Yes, height is a
Whereas,
numerical measurement.
like,
Weight is also a numerical measurement.
Sure.
But I wouldn't date somebody's, first of all, value on a numerical scale, and I wouldn't date someone's looks on a numerical scale. I'm attracted to or I'm not attracted to. I'm not like, ooh, he's a 9,
So
he's an 8.
it's like a binary thing?
For height, yeah. For height, yeah. It is binary.
So
If you're shorter than me, no. If you're taller than me, yes. Or I could even have if you're 5'5", yeah. If you're 5'5", yes.
You wouldn't have a preference for a guy who's 5'10" versus a guy who's 5'1". No preference whatsoever.
Well, preference is different because, like, it could be number 25 on my list of preferences. You said this earlier too. If there is just a preference, like, you may prefer a girl that has a private Instagram versus one who doesn't, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like something you're really looking at, unless you're like 2 people are exactly the same. Then yes. I also like.
Man brain is not wired the same as a female brain. Women, we overthink this question way too much. And every time, every episode, there is this response to the question that comes back. Okay, like, guys just kind of think on like a logical, like, straight. It's not that deep.
No, I think I'm being more logical here.
Yeah.
No, I think that you
Than
just,
Brian is.
Women, we are wired to overthink things. Like, it's deeper than that. But for guys, it's like, okay, it's really not that deep. Like,
People have a threshold, but once you go into numerical, ooh, you're an 8.5, he's a 9. I just don't. I don't know if you guys walk around doing that.
I
don't.
don't.
Walk around doing that.
it'd be really to do that.
Yeah, it'd be like you'd be like insane. I think you're like juvenile. Honestly.
It's like a gotcha moment. If a girl says she's a 10, then chat's gonna be like, oh, she's delusional, you know.
That's why you should do the AI test. They say they're 10.
Well, so I gave a stupid answer because it's a stupid
It's so
question.
You really should do that.
But for the way
hilarious.
that women
I find
think,
myself
it's, for us,
conventionally
it's a
attractive.
stupid question.
You
Yeah.
two don't want to answer the question because you consider yourselves to be 10. Is that correct?
No,
Me?
I mean,
Would you consider yourself a 10?
I mean, no.
Nobody considers themselves
I
a 10
wouldn't
here.
consider
Ha.
myself-
But then
perfect.
when you as a woman, when you say that about yourself, like, people always, like, friends hit me up like, oh, why would that bitch say she's only a 5? That's like disrespecting yourself. So if you don't say you a 10, then you're kind of lowballing yourself. Like, that's how a lot of people view it. Like, so everybody in the world should be confident enough to think that they're a 10. I love that bitch that you have on here that is actually a trans with the little pink, and she said she's a certified bad bitch. She is the most confident bitch I have ever met in my life. She sits at this table and she owns this shit, and she don't care how many people talk shit about her in this fucking stupid chat. She don't give a fuck how many people give her side eyes at this motherfucking table. She holds her shit. She lets her titties hang out and her big shape, and she's just proud of herself. And I love that because everybody, and I guarantee she would not say she's not a
the
10.
offender donated $99. Speaking of filters, women who get cosmetic surgery, wear makeup every day, and use social media filters are all liars. I've said my piece.
That's another thing.
Word.
Go with the
I concur.
I love how
concur.
like what she did. You know how Kiko went off at Chase, and that she pretty much like turned around to Chase and said, "Yeah, I think like if you suck dick, that's pretty gay." Like she didn't care. Like Kiko defended her, and she's like, "Yeah, sorry, Kiko. Like he's right. Like that's pretty gay."
I love her energy though. She's a whole fucking vibe, and she's confident. She's the definition of being confident and believing in yourself. Everybody should be sitting up in this world that confident about themselves, and we would have a much better fucking world, and everybody would have a better life.
I disagree.
I think better
Disavow.
questions are: do you find
Disavow.
yourself
Of course
conventionally
you do.
attractive? How important is physical attractiveness to you? Do others find you attractive in your opinion? But to be like 1 to 10, what are you? Like I've never thought that way in my life.
So you don't think some people are more attractive than others?
Yes, I do, and I think there's a objective component to beauty and also a subjective component to
But
beauty. So
shouldn't
once you get to
everybody-
numerical, I mean, they've done studies where people from different countries are attracted to different BMIs, different waist to hip ratios, all of that. So it's not objective. This person's an 8 because they think they're an 8.
Sure, there might be some variance, but I think overall...
That's why the variance means that the 1 to 10 is just a bizarre way to rate. It's juvenile. You're like 12 to me if you're sitting there like, she's an 8. Like,
But shouldn't everybody have confidence in themselves, whether they look like Beetlejuice or they look like Beyonce? Everybody should have fucking confidence in themselves, whatever their shape, their body type. If you got a bad back, you got a bad hip, bad knees, you can't drop it low. It don't matter. You should be confident in yourself and love yourself, because the world ain't gonna show you no fucking ease. You feel me? So you gotta love on yourself and be confident. Everybody should be sitting here really in reality saying that they are a 10 and beyond. You know what I mean? Because you should love yourself enough to say that.
Well, I mean,
Word.
woke feminists say that, so I don't want to say that, because then it's like screaming that I'm a woke feminist.
and then the
No, it's
overall
not,
value
but
one is
I get
very
what you mean.
strange. We're rating people's value like as human beings. Like, what does he mean?
No, it's just
But
appearance.
isn't... We all make value judgments.
Yes. So if you're asking me if I think I'm a valuable person, yes, and I think we all are. Some maybe
So
more.
it's not about your value as a human being, but like on the dating marketplace and the sexual marketplace, you are making judgment calls and value calls about potential partners
Yeah, that's true.
based
Is
off
that
of
what they
physical
mean by
appearance.
overall value? Is your overall
It's not your-
value
If I
yeah, it's not
find
your
you
value as a
attractive
human
enough,
being.
if
it's
yeah,
in
well,
the dating marketplace?
so overall
Sure.
value in the dating marketplace.
I agree,
That's what I was gonna
tungsten.
ask.
What makes you valuable in the dating marketplace?
It could be a variety of factors. Obviously, it's different whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, because men and women are attracted to different things, different
That's true.
qualities,
But-
physical appearance, personality.
Yeah.
They don't know that just by looking at your picture, though, on some fucking
No,
dating
but
app.
okay, he's saying, okay, there were two questions. There was
Yeah.
Stifler asking, rate your looks,
Mm-hmm.
specifically your looks on a scale of 1 to 10. And there was the TTS, or it was, I forgot it was the TTS or the Streamlabs donation, asking for overall value.
Fine, I changed my answer. 9.227.